So you were unaware until you had access to the full basement.
That it was actually my furniture.
That it was your furniture. So how do you explain that?
As far as the furniture, the couch, the section was the only couch that I was in there when I moved in that house.
But I see a photograph of a love seat outside.
That's an outside furniture.
Well, is that a different one than the one?
No, that's what they would take. They would take my office furniture from my office that I had downstairs before they moved in, and they would take it outside, sit in it. One day it was going to rain. They left it out there. That's destroyed in the rain.
I see.
These two folks are what I've been raised to think of as salt of the earth. People who not only give you a job, but they gave you the benefit of the doubt and the benefit of their home. It seems offensive that you describe them as cruel, but I'm not here to judge your morality. I'm here to try to figure out your defense. You know, I read your text messages. You were being profane with them. You were insulting them. You were saying, you're gonna have to get me out of here. You were daring them to evict you. They gave you nothing but grace. How did it get to this?
I was in a car accident. I couldn't do nothing. I lost everything in the car accident. Everything.
How are you doing now?
I'm doing better, working.
Where are you living?
With my dad.
Are you doing better physically?
No, I'm still in pain, but I still have to work.
Do you think you owe them anything beyond money? Do you owe them gratitude? Do you owe them an apology? Do you owe them anything?
An apology?
You can give it to them now if you want.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Give it.
And I'll be glad to still help you get your stuff. I would like to get it out of my basement. It was my man cave that I had built, and I sacrificed my man cave for several years now, and I'm ready to have it.
He gave you the man cave, and he said he's going to let you use his truck to get your stuff. I really don't think people come much better than that. He had to file a lawsuit, and he still wants to help you. I don't really have anything else.
We're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you. As I said, and I think we all repeated, this couple here were just amazing. Wherever they're getting that karma from, I want to share some of it because I don't have that kind of goodness in me at all. There was not a word out of their mouth that I doubted. That was at all untrue. Everything they did was above and beyond what any human being would do for anyone else, let alone a total stranger. And just on the other hand, I didn't believe a word out of her mouth. I mean, she certainly wasn't injured to the extent that she wanted us to believe. She wasn't incapacitated for 4 months. She owes them, in my book, she owes them everything that they have asked for. The damages to the door, the rent, which she's admitted to, the broken locks, and the fact that she would be so arrogant and obnoxious about leaving and forcing this nice couple to push her out. I think they deserve every penny that they've asked for. $4,974. We're all on board, right?
We're on board.
I'm very much on board.
Excellent.
This court is again in session.
You know, I was looking in the dictionary and I saw saintly and godly, and there was Mother Teresa, and then there was Terry and Greta Sanders.
You're too kind.
I mean, really, it's very rare, at least in the world we live in, to see people who are generous beyond words and understanding. You know, you say that sometimes no good deed goes unpunished, but on some level, it does go rewarded somewhere else in life. And I think that's the most important. And you know, you on the other hand, you had some tough times. I mean, it's pretty clear that you had some injury and all, but your tough times can't be their tough times. You have to be responsible for you, your life. They gave you a job, they gave you a home, they gave your family a home. I mean, how do you sleep at night? Maybe that's why you don't feel good, because you just can't sleep with yourself, thinking about what you did to people who went above and beyond to do for you, and then come in here and try to make it look like it was them. Your stuff is there, and you're blaming them for holding on to your things. So you prove to us by preponderance of the evidence and beyond that, that the debt that she has incurred living in your home, the damages to the door, the furniture, the rent, which you actually did admit to, which was a good thing. So you're entitled, and we all feel this way unanimously, that you're entitled to your $4,974. You know, it's terrible to say to somebody, don't be so trusting, but I think you've got to look a little more closely at people you move into your home, into a place that should be a sanctuary for you. So the judgment is in favor of the plaintiffs for the amount requested, $4,974.